friends, welcome to our channel, the Sun City Stitchers. I'm Carlene.
And I'm Marlene, and this is Flosstube number 83.
We are very happy to have you with us this holiday weekend.
Yes.
It's going to be a nice long weekend. My husband is already home. He had an early dismissal day today, and then of course has Monday off for the Memorial Day holiday. So it is Friday, May 24th that we are filming this.
Yes. And then he has, 9 days left of
Yes,
school?
he has 9 days left. So we're getting, and he has a birthday.
Oh, yes.
There's a birthday on Monday.
On Memorial Day this year.
Yes. So we'll be celebrating that on Monday. Marlene will come over and we'll grill something, whatever he wants for his birthday dinner. And I'm going to get a small carrot cake because that's his favorite. I decided this year I'm not going to bake it because I can only bake one size cake.
Right.
And then it's just too much and we don't need all that sugar. So I'm going to buy one from the Nothing Bundt Cake.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have the really cute small ones. And so it'll be enough that we get the treat, but it's not a whole cake.
Right.
So anyway, so we have that coming up.
Yes.
We're very happy to have you all. Those of you who are returning viewers, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with us. We do so enjoy hearing from you. And we've had a number of new subscribers. We want to thank you also for taking the time to subscribe. Many of you like our videos, and we appreciate that as well. We're getting really close to the 1,000 subscribers. Yes. May is our Floss-iversary month. So we're very, very happy to have you along with us and coming back and visiting with us as we do our videos each week.
Yes.
You can hear my little Minnie.
Oh, no.
She was supposed to go outside to play with Charlie.
But she did not go.
No. And so she's running around squawking, so I suppose she'll come and interrupt.
Yes.
Mickey is taking a nap in the craft room. But I suppose he'll be up too and interrupt.
Minnie will probably wake him up.
What is going on with you?
Not much. I'm taking next week off.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, so I finished with tutoring for my spring semester. Yesterday was my last day. And then after next week, when I go back in June, I'm just going to have 6 students, I believe.
For the summer?
Yeah, for the summer, for just the month of June. From June 3rd to June 27th. So,
and then you're going to take July off
and then
when we go to Missouri.
Yeah, and then I'll start back in August again. So,
and
I am having a little issue with my eye. I think I have a little infection in it. So if you see me wiping it, that's why, because it tends to water. So I have a call in to my eye doctor. Hopefully they'll be calling me back and I can get a prescription and get started on something. So
she doesn't know whether it's allergies or whether it's some other little infection, but she needs something to help get over it.
Yes,
so yes,
it's been. Well, it was really bad for the watering. That just started yesterday, but it's been red for a little while.
A couple of days
and
now.
It gets better, and then it comes back, and so, I just decided I'd better call. So, anyway, but if you see me wiping at my eyes, that's why.
And we did do a giveaway last week for a little Mill Hill kit. It has, I said last week, plastic canvas. It's not plastic, or last video, it's not plastic canvas. It's perforated paper. Yes. But it has all the thread and beads, everything in it to do this very cute little springy watering can with flowers in it. And so this was our giveaway. And Marlene, who did this go to?
It went to Stitchy Wendy.
So Stitchy Wendy, thank you very much for leaving us a comment. And if you will send us an email, our email contact is in the little description box below the video. So if you will send us that email, we will get this mailed off to you. So thank you so much for commenting.
I saw this cute idea. It was done because I watched Stitch Bead, Audrey Marine, and she had showed some of her little Mill Hill kits that she had done. And some of them she was turning into little magnets to stick on the fridge.
Oh, that's a cute idea,
So she
too.
put a little magnet on it. Some of hers were foods, like the one she showed was a slice of watermelon.
Oh, so she was using them kind of seasonal.
Yeah, and I think maybe she'd done earlier. I think maybe she'd done one that was a taco. I can't remember for sure, but for sure there was a watermelon, and then she put a little magnet on it, and she was going to use them for a little fridge on her fridge to decorate.
That's a cute idea too.
I thought that was very
could be
cute.
Another option.
Yeah. So
anyway, we will have a
That was very
giveaway today again. So
later in the video.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And before we start any cross stitching, I'm going to share my mystery quilt. This was the patriotic mystery quilt that Primrose Cottage did. They sold the kits for fabric, and then the pattern was a free chart that came out, or directions, set of directions that came out in the newsletter starting the middle of April through the middle of May. So I have the quilt top all done, and I've started quilting it, so I will show it to you.
Oh wow, you have it all put together.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen it all put together either. Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay,
Oh, I've seen pictures
Can
of
you
it.
see it?
Yes. Yeah, you can see pretty good. Oh, that's really pretty.
So this is
It's very summery looking, isn't it?
It is. So I'm gonna plan to
very
hang
pretty.
this in the family room all through the summer months.
Oh yeah.
And then
That would
I
be
just
perfect.
bought backing fabric. You can order backing fabric too, but I just got backing fabric. Marlene helped me pick it
That looks
out.
really pretty.
It is
It
really
looks really
pretty
nice.
with that.
And then-
I found it at Hobby Lobby.
And then what are you using for the binding again?
It's a fabric I have not used
Oh,
here.
okay.
It's a red and white stripe. Let me show you. I had not quite enough backing.
this?
So yes, it's a red and white stripe like this, and that will be the binding.
Oh,
So
that would
on
be
the
cute.
back, I had only gotten a yard of fabric for backing, so I needed just a little more. So I just used leftover, like we had 2 extra pieces of stripes, and then we had some extra little squares. So
Oh,
I just
that
used
looks
that
cute.
to make a bottom
Yeah, that looks
to put
cute.
across the bottom. So anyway, so that's
Yeah.
my patriotic mystery quilt from Primrose Cottage. If you are a quilter, even if you are just a beginning quilter, these are very, very nice patterns for beginning quilters. And if you're an experienced quilter, it's fun because it's quick, it's fast. So anyway, I'm working on
I might-
putting the
I need to-
quilting stitches in.
I need to try to do some of those.
They're
to do
very
some quilting.
fun. I like Lindsay's patterns and her directions a lot. So I was happy with how that turned out. So that's my quilting. And then I've been working on some other quilt projects too, but nothing that I want to share at this point.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with finishes. We don't have any fully finishes this week.
No, I've
but
been
we do
quilting,
have
but
some
not fully
finishes.
finishing. Now, I do have a plan for June for
Yes,
fully
we're gonna
finishing.
work on
talk
that
about
this
that.
afternoon.
Yes, we'll talk about that a little more. Okay, so what did you have for finishes,
I
Marlene?
got my spring pillow done. This is the
So
one.
that's a quick, fast finish for me to
Yeah.
do.
So Cardine's going to be finishing that one for me.
This was the Faithworks
Yes,
design that
it
we
was
got in the
in the
first
Stitchers
Stitch quarterly
box.
The stitching
From
is always in season from
Faithworks.
Faithworks.
So
I finished my Blooming Tiny Town.
that's
This was
really pretty.
a heart and hand design. And I stitched it on 32 count vintage country mocha using the called for mostly classic colors, but there was a couple of weeks dye works. 1 strand of floss over 2 fabric threads.
I'm going to try to work on mine in June.
I love those.
And then I finished my vintage spool.
This is going to be
This is
another quick finish
Yes,
for me.
this is another Faithworks design.
It was the mystery project that
at
we
camp.
could purchase at camp
In 2023.
2022.
2022, right?
Yeah, the pearl.
The pearl, yeah.
Right, because 2023 was the Christmas
Right.
theme. This was
So,
the pearls.
Yes, this was the pearl. So anyway, so there's that one.
I finished mine as well. This was very fun and easy.
It was.
Because it was all black.
Yeah.
So, and I lost my little pearl beads. So you see Marlene has hers attached. I picked out some from Marlene's stash, actually. I didn't have any. So I have to add my pearls right here, and then mine is, but I'm counting it as a finish. And then I also finished, this
That was
was a
really
Stitch
pretty.
Mania project. And I did get it finished. This is Be Still and Know. It's a My Big Toe design. I stitched it on, I believe this is a 28 count, but it could be 32 count antique white. Using Gentle Art sampler threads. I changed the colors.
Oh, okay. That's really pretty.
So I really like this one. I would like to find just a little small frame, or maybe one of the Chantel 141 design finishing pieces.
Yeah.
I think it would look pretty on one of those bender boards.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to look at that. And then I also finished my first house in May. So this is my house number 9 in my 24 in 2024. So
That was
this
so pretty.
is Little House Needleworks. It's the ABC sampler, and it's the FGH house
And that's the one that's
With-
on that
on that country
French mocha cafe, or
cafe
something
or
like
cafe. Yeah.
that. Cafe. French
And
country
it's
mocha or something. It's pretty. I like that.
Using
fabric.
all the called for floss.
Yes. I like
classic
that fabric.
colors.
I think it's really pretty.
So that will be turned into a little pillow. So those are our finishes.
Yes. So we did good. Okay.
We did do pretty good.
And then we're working on Stitch Mania. Okay. Now Carlene and I do. When were we going to show our planners?
Oh, let's do that now.
Okay. So let's show our planners. Okay. You want to show
Show
yours?
mine. This is my planner for last week. So you see my top is very full because I've been doing some quilting, and so I tried to document what I did with quilting, and then my cross stitching is all down here. So I've done a lot of cross stitching also.
So here's mine from last week.
Very nice.
Yes, mine has quite a bit of stitching on there too.
We really
I really
we
love
really
that.
love keeping our planners.
I
These
really
were happy planners that we bought at Hobby Lobby when they were on sale.
Sale.
Like last fall,
Yeah.
October or November. They went on sale, and we went and looked at the layout and the format. You can order them online too, but I like to actually open it up
Yeah.
and look at it. And
Yeah, you
so
too.
we go and buy them when they're on sale.
And then we just get stickers from Hobby Lobby that go with the season or the month or whatever.
Whatever.
So that's what we
Yes.
do. So anyway, so then we are working on our Stitch Mania, okay? And Carlene and
I did have one new start for Stitch Mania, and it was my 2023 Santa, and this was the start that I got.
that's the one I'm doing.
Yes, he's very fun, so I want to get back to work on him.
I haven't gotten very much done on mine. And then mine that I worked on, of course, we have one that we work on every day, but we are just showing just a little bit because we only do 100 stitches, so it really doesn't show very much progress. So the one of them that I worked on this week was my Victorian Christmas lady.
By Shannon Christine.
Yes, Shannon Christine. And I'm stitching this on Denim Effects.
Denim Dyed Effects.
Yes, by
Fabric Flair.
Fabric Flair. And I'm using the
Called
for
DMC.
DMC, I believe. And that's
What
what
did you- what
I
did you
worked on. I added some more of the gold in here and the red in her skirt.
Oh, so you're starting
So
to
it's
work
right
on-
here, this part that I worked on. Right here. In this section. So, yeah, she's really pretty. I really enjoy working on her.
Another one of my Mania projects was Fairy Tale Sampler, and I also did this for a homework project. So I got the dragon almost all put in. There's just
he's
a
so
couple
cute.
colors, and then I started on the next 2 lines of the little verse. So this is going to get worked on now during the last few days in May and hopefully be finished, because I just have this little bit and there's really not very much stitching. There's specialty stitches in between each band, but they go very fast.
And are the words, they're all backstitched?
They're just backstitched.
Oh, yeah, so that goes fast.
With 1 strand of black floss.
That's really cute.
I like it.
So, okay, so that was some of our Stitch Mania progress. Okay, then.
And we've done really well with Stitch Mania.
Yeah.
I'm caught up. I've
Yeah.
gotten
Me too.
a couple of times I've like missed a day, but I've been
I only
easily
did
to
it
catch
one day.
up.
I just totally spaced out doing it. It was on Monday when I have so many tutoring students.
So then
And
you just caught up.
So I just caught up on
Yeah.
Tuesday. But
Yeah, it
other than
goes
that,
quick.
now I've remembered. It was the first Monday, I think, of May.
You weren't in your routine yet for
So, but
Stitch
now
Mania.
I've gotten
But I
into
am
my routine
looking
and
forward
everything.
to not having that.
Me too, because I have some other things I want to work on. So, okay, so then we're going to go on to our regular stitching progress. And so our first one we're going to show is our 1 thread a day. And I'm working on the Quaker Rocky Road by Tempting Tangles.
So you all are getting used to seeing this.
Yes.
And this too, I'm doing really good
Oh, yeah, me
at
too.
not missing a day.
No, me either.
And
Me either. And so I've really made a lot of progress. I almost have my last piece of chocolate filled in, and then I'll be moving on to page 3. So, and I'm doing this on a 25 count fabric. I'm not sure of the color, and I'm using the Dinky Dye floss, and I'm doing it 1 strand, well, one over 1. So 1 strand of floss over 1 fabric thread.
And this pattern with Quaker Rocky Road, and I don't know if she said it's by Tempting Tangles.
I did. So anyway, and I'm very excited to get to page 3 because I get to start putting in the spoon.
Okay, well, Mickey is here.
Oh, my goodness, is going to wake up. So I'm going to get to start putting the spoon in. It's some of the blue. So that will be fun.
For my 1 thread a day, I'm doing my big toe design. It is well with my soul. And I'm stitching it on 40 count antique white using 1 strand of floss, it's Weeks Dye Works, over 2 fabric threads.
Wow,
And
so pretty.
this is what I've gotten done. I made a little bit of a mistake down here, and so I didn't make quite. Say hello to Mickey, everybody. Keep going, sweetie.
Hi, come on over here. Yeah, that's a good spot for you.
Lay down over there.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. He's very snuffy. He has allergies. And so I didn't make as much progress because I had to pull something out and go back and put it back in again.
Fix it.
Yes. I skipped a word, so you couldn't just like not do it.
Yeah, you have to.
I had to fix it.
Okay, then for our gardens or farms, I'm not doing a garden or farm. I'm actually stitching for Mira May. But Carlene's Mira May actually happened to fit in with her gardens and farms.
Yes, so I'm doing Lady of the Mist. Mickey, just a minute. I have to get
Do you want me to go ahead and show mine?
Yes. go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm doing Ella the Frog Princess. Oh dear. Oh, we almost.
That was scary, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Do you want to get a drink of water? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm doing Ella the Frog Princess. And so that's the one I'm doing. And then I'm doing, this is what I have done. Okay. That's what I have done. I have all her hair put in. I'm ready to put in her face. So this week when I work on it, I'll be able to put her face in, and I'm hoping to go back down and do some more work on her dress.
Oh, she's
So-
so pretty. I haven't seen her. Look
So,
at her hair.
I know,
with
isn't
the
it?
flowers.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes, it's
So anyway,
very pretty.
I think she looks really pretty. So that's what I have done.
Okay, well, Mickey is getting a drink of water, so we'll hope
And you give him his get down chair.
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Did you? No? I'll go put it up while you show.
I'm doing Lady of the Mist. And I'm using the called for floss, but I did convert it to anchor. And I got her,
You did put a chair.
oh good. I got her
wow.
face all done except for the back stitching, and I'm working on her hair. Of course, I'll be working on her again tomorrow,
That's what I'm
and
gonna work on.
I have some stitches that I need to put in because she is for 2 different homework tasks in my magical stitches.
And does her hair have any of the blended?
No, I don't believe there's any blended colors
Mine did.
in hers. No, I don't
Mine
think
had-
so.
Mine had here a lighter color and this dark color. See, you can see
Oh, okay.
this.
No, I don't
Right
think
there.
mine were blended.
It looks
I don't
really
remember.
pretty.
I looked
Is it
ahead
just-
and I don't remember that they
It
were.
looks so pretty. I just love her. So anyway.
I know
Okay.
she's very fun. I'm really enjoying
I know, I
working
am too. I am
on that
too.
one.
Okay, then for our samplers,
Sunday sampler.
Sunday sampler. Yeah, we are doing the Quilting ABCs by Erica Michaels. This was the one that was the 5-part series. We're still working on part 1.
How much did you get done?
I only got the Brave box finished and the Constant box started with the tree. I'm ready to put the quilt block in now.
And
this
we are
week.
stitching this on
37
37
count
count
Cloudburst.
Cloudburst by Legacy Linen.
With one strand of classic colors.
Classic Colorworks. Okay.
One strand over 2 fabric threads.
This is what I got done. I did get the rest of my boxes put in.
Oh, that's good. I like
And
putting the
I got
boxes
the
in.
border done all the way across the top, so I have to go down the side. And I got all the words put in. Well, I have to finish extraordinary.
Oh, this board, it changes right here for the border?
That's the center.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah. So
So I need to get my pattern out because I was just
I've
gonna-
worked on this every Sunday this
Uh-huh.
month, and granted, not like the whole Sunday because I've had other things that I've done. But I feel like this is progressing slowly.
Yes, I do too.
It's beautiful. I really like it.
I do too.
But it's going slowly.
Because it looks like those quilting blocks should go fast, but they're,
they're
solid,
solid
stitching. So yeah, it takes a long time. So, okay. Then for my new to me designer in May, I chose Teresa Kogut, and I'm using the pattern that she had in the
This year's
this year's cookbook.
Nashville cookbook.
Nashville cookbook. And so this is what I have done.
It's almost done, right?
Well, I have to fill in the strawberry, and then there's a big spool up here, and a scissors, and a little spool down here.
That is darling.
Isn't that cute? I'm using, I don't know. I don't remember what I used. Oh, was it that historic or something? Historic
Yes,
beige.
historic beige.
Historic beige by Fabric Flair. And it was
32 count.
32 count historic beige, and I'm using the Call for DMC floss, and I'm stitching one strand over 1 fabric thread, 2 fabric threads, so 1 over 2. Or is it 36 count?
It might be 36. I'm not sure. We'd have to look in your card box. My new to me designer was Luminous Fiber Arts, and I was doing the gathering stitches. And this is
good too.
my progress. And I'm stitching on, I'm using a silk Just a minute.
I don't remember if I made a card for mine.
Gathering stitches. I'm stitching it on Molly, 28 count Molly by Grace Notes fabric.
Oh, that was a Grace Notes fabric.
And I'm using the NPI silk, the color 757. So this one's coming along nicely. I should get it done on Monday when I stitch on it again. Although I may work on it a little bit earlier.
Do you have to fill in that whole tomato?
Just sections,
Oh,
not the whole thing. There's
Oh,
a
okay.
section here and a
Right.
section
Yeah, I
here.
can see it on the pattern now.
Yeah, so
That's good.
yes.
Yes, I should get mine
So
done on
that's-
Monday too.
that is my
Especially
progress.
since I'm not tutoring, I'm gonna have all day to stitch.
So yay.
Okay, then on Tuesday, I worked on my Houses of Huckran Hollow. I'm working on this first block right here.
This was our leap year start.
Yes, this was our leap
well,
year
it's
start.
Marlene's leap year
Yes.
start.
And I'm doing this on Embellish, 40 count Embellish with,
By Atomic Ranch.
I converted the DMC's colors to the Anchor colors. So I have to finish filling in this white, the ecru color in this yellow, in the yellow bricks. And then I have to I have 4 more windows that go in this block and finish filling in the bricks there. And then that section for May will be done.
You'll get that done too on
Yeah.
Tuesday. Cool. It's pretty. Here, let me show you a little closer, so you'd see the detail of the white brick.
I like the door.
Yeah, I do too. I like this whole design.
I do too.
I love this design.
And then in June, I'll do the roof and the rest of the birds and that
I
button thing.
stitched the village of Huckran Hollow, but I would love to do the houses of Huckran Hollow. I think
It's
they're
really
just beautiful.
fun. It's really fun.
I am doing for my leap year start, I started Jenny Bean for the parlor. It is 8 separate parts, so I'm planning to get 2 parts done this year and then do 2 each year, and I'll be done then by the next leap year. And this is what I got done so far this month. And
Oh, you're coming
so
really good.
I would like to finish, there's the Y and Z, the start of the Y right down here. And then there's one more alphabet down here that's just a small alphabet. I did Smyrna crosses, not Algerian eyes, for the alphabet letters in this section, for this alphabet. This is as wide as the piece is going to be. I've done this all the way across the top. So then I'm hoping in June, then I'll be ready to start on the second
And
half
what color,
of this
what
one.
did you do it on?
I am
What
stitching this on Picture This Plus 40 count Ren.
Oh, okay, on Ren.
Using the called for sampler threads.
Okay.
They're all sampler threads.
It's very pretty.
I'm really liking it. It's very fun. And I did order the second part, so when we show our purchases, I'll show what the part 2
in Hall,
looks
you
like.
already got it.
Yes, I
Okay,
ordered
that's
it and it came.
Okay. And then this is one of my houses for May. And so this is OPQ. Oh, well, let me show the pattern picture. There's OPQ.
That's a pretty little house too.
So I'm coming along good. I have the grass all outlined, so I just have to fill that in. And then there's just a couple little birds and the letters and a vine, a basket with a viney thing coming out of it. So all of those things go really fast.
So that's your first house?
That's my first house.
Okay, then
Yes.
I have my second house, which is IJK. And I'm coming along really good with that also. So we have one more Thursday to work on that. And I have fill-in to do. I'm putting the tall tree here, and then I have this plant and the vine. That's my husband making noise. I don't know what he's doing. So, again, we're using the called for fabric.
It's the Cafe French Country Mocha.
I'm going to have to look it up again.
I'm pretty sure it's something like that. All those
And
words
it's
in
classic colors.
there, but maybe in a different order.
Do you want to show your
Yes,
second
okay.
house?
Then this is my second house that I'm working on for May. I'm doing the house block on the Stitcher shadow box. And I'm coming along really good
Country
with that.
French Cafe Mocha.
See, I had all the words.
Why
just
can't
now.
we remember that?
Well, because it's hard to remember what order they're in. So this is what I have done on that. So I'm coming
you're
really
coming
good.
along really good on
Yeah,
that
I'm
one
ready
too.
to just do fill in, and then I have just that those flowers down there on the bottom. I think they will go fast.
So she has the flowers down here on the bottom.
And there's two little birds up here on top of the house.
Did you
flying
say
and
that
one's
this
sitting.
was a collaboration piece?
Oh no, I didn't.
This is Sue Hillis designed the shadow box, and then Nancy Weller of Faithworks did the design for all of the companion piece smalls. The shadow box, those are quite involved and very detailed.
And there's a
The
lot of
smalls
backstitching.
go fast.
Yeah.
The smalls
Yeah,
go
the smalls
fast.
went very fast.
So I have one that I'm working on too. I have a couple of sals. Well, I'll show you my progress on my shadow box, because I also worked on this during the month of May. Because remember, Marlene and I tried to do stitchy things. Oh, you don't?
No, that's all. I
And
have.
so this is what I have done on my shadow box. I'm working on this one right up here on the top with the little sheep pulling the cart full of floss. And I have this much done. There's back stitching, so I'll finish the cart. The sheep is done, so I'll finish the cart, and then I'll have to do the back stitching. So I'm hoping to get this block at least finished in the month of May. And I have 2 of the smalls done, and so I would like to get a couple of the other smalls. I have this one done, and I have this one done.
I have.
And you did the scissors keeper.
Yeah, I did the scissors keeper, and
So
then
I
I
would
have
like to get
on the
those
shadow
done.
box. I have the center block done.
I do too. I have the center
And
blocks
then
done.
I have a good start on this one with the little tomato.
And then you
pin
have,
cushion.
this one will be done.
Yeah, and that one will
Oh,
be
so
done.
you're coming along better
Yeah.
than me on that.
So,
Okay, then I worked on our sal, which was in praise of pollinators. We're doing this sal with the Stitching Owl is doing a sal, and Lala D is also doing a sal for this design. And so we are both stitching on it. We'll be continuing to work on this throughout the summer. So I have a little bit left to fill in on this bee, and then I have a bee on this side. And then I have the little critters, a ladybug, a hummingbird, and a squirrel that are on the outside of the bee scap that are actually touching it. So that is what our assignment was for the month of May.
yeah, Lala D gave the
Assignments.
assignments.
The Stitching Owl did not. Hers was just like a start along and then
I'm kind
post
of-
pictures.
Yeah, so I'm kind of following the Stitching Owl a little more because I kind of started mine different.
That's
So-
right. You did. You
Yeah,
didn't.
so it was
So
a lot to catch
we're
up on.
stitching this on 40 count Storm
Yeah.
by Atomic Ranch, and we're using the called for flosses, which were mostly DMC, and then a 1 week Styworks and 2 classic colors. Then
I wanna
I'm
work on that one.
also
I'm gonna
doing
work
the
on that
sal with Teresa Kogut. This is in her Patreon group. It's called Hometown. We're going to be doing this over 24 months, so it'll be 2 years. This was part 5 that came out in May, right here, the barn, the start of the barn. And I'm not caught up with this one, but it's coming along. This is what I have
this is the
done.
one. Oh, wow.
I've got
That's
these
pretty.
red buildings done. I got my sheep put in and some little flowers. So I'm just plodding along on this. I'm stitching this on 40 count up in the attic by Fox and Rabbit. And I'm using mostly DMC floss, and occasionally Teresa changes and uses a different floss.
I wanted to ask you, going back to my little house, the OPQ,
Uh-huh.
what do you think these little things are? Are they supposed to be little lambs romping in the grass?
I think they're little dogs.
Or little dogs?
Uh-huh.
I have them put in, but you can't tell. I couldn't tell.
Well,
what they
you'll
were.
be able to see them better once you fill in.
Awesome.
I think they're like little poodles.
Oh, okay, maybe so.
I think they're little dogs running in the
Oh, I wasn't
grass,
sure because they
playing in
had
the
that
grass.
that black face. So I thought, well, maybe they were supposed to be little lambs.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
And then the last thing that I've worked on is my stitcher's tray. This also was for magical stitches. I had to have something that I stitched with metallic floss. So I got
Oh,
the
that
stitchers.
scissors is pretty.
Yes, I got the scissors block done, and then this says needles and pins, and it'll have a little needle minder that will go here. This was also in our Stitchers quarterly box, the first one from Faithworks Design, and I'm gonna have this one finished by the end of the month because these go. I did this morning.
Oh, wow.
After I had my coffee and did my devotional, that's what I did.
Wow.
It goes super fast. And
I wanted to
they're
get
all-
started on my
None of
Bella.
them have very much stitching. You do the outline, and then there's just a tiny bit in the inside. So
Yeah.
it's very fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. So that was our stitch in progress.
It's in progress, yes. Okay, and then we're going to do haul next. So what do you have for haul?
Well, I got I'll start with this. As I said, I got part 2 of Jenny Bean for the parlor. So this part of the sampler will be the Garden of Eden, so Adam and Eve here. So it's still in the plastic, so hopefully that's not glaring too much.
So when do you start part 2 then?
I'm planning to start it in August.
August, okay.
When you're halfway done with your second block, then I should be starting my second one.
Yeah, because I'm going to finish
And
my
then
first one.
I also got from Fat Quarter Shop the next word swap from Stitching with the Housewives, so strawberry. And then we got a bonus. We also got cross stitcher. So I'm excited to do this one and hang it in the craft room.
Oh yeah, that's cute. That would be cute.
It goes in the same size frame as the word swaps.
Oh, that's good.
And then I got my Nora Corbett. We talked about this one last week, or last video.
Yeah, the last
and,
video.
And Marlene is doing geranium, and I'm doing wisteria. And this is going to be a new start coming up this week for Mania, because we had some days where we had finished the project already, so we got to do a new start. So this is actually a Nora Corbett design. It's a little bit smaller than her Mirabilia's stitch count wise. Okay, should we do this?
Yes. Okay, and then we both ordered the June's Pearl Fairy, another Mirabilia.
This is going to be our birthday
This is going
start
to be our
in
birthday
June.
start in June.
So we're going to do on our different color fabric,
Yeah.
because I want her to show up a little
Yeah,
better than
me
what
too.
she does on this fabric.
Me too.
But I think she's really pretty, and she'll be fun to do as a birthday start.
Yes. I think so too.
And then I did get fabric, 32 count light taupe. I ordered from Primrose Cottage, and this is for my 4th of July rules, which is going to be my Memorial Day start. So I'll show that here in a little bit as well. And Marlene got me the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine for spring. So there are a lot of really pretty patterns. This one, I loved this one. This is Jan Hicks Creates.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very pretty small little sampler. And then there were a couple of others. Oh, it's this one. Let me see if I can find it.
Does it give the page number?
It's this one.
Oh.
Oh, I think maybe here, page 13. No, that was an all red sampler. I thought this was very pretty.
Oh, yeah, that is really pretty.
I like red samplers.
I like that. It looks like it's, oh, it looks like there's a lot of, oh, no, it's not. It's all stitching. It looked like there was a lot of like red work, like the back stitching.
From Shakespeare's Peddler, a very pretty little pillow. There are a lot of designs in this magazine that I will come back to and stitch.
And like those ones that have just like this outline, is that for punch needle? Or
Yes,
like,
it's for punch needle. Tulip and Sheep, I thought this was darling.
That is cute.
It's a cute early, like late spring, early summer, because it's got bees and then the flower, the tulip and the sheep. And I think it's cute for an early summer. And there was one other sampler in here that I really, really liked. Yes, the ones with just the lines are punch needle. I thought that one was pretty too. I love this finishing. I want to do something and finish it like this. Look, it's like a little pin keep, but a scissors also.
Oh.
And they make like a little pocket.
Oh, like a little pocket.
So I
that's
want
cute.
to do a finish like
Yeah.
that. I want to try to finish something like that. So I thought that was a really good idea. And I'm looking for the sampler. There was a sampler that I really liked in here. Like a reproduction kind of sampler. And I may not find it. Okay, maybe it was at the front.
Is it that one?
I thought it was this one.
Oh.
A stitching time saves 9. But why don't I see that? Well, anyway, there were a lot of very nice designs in here that I really liked. So I'm very glad to have that. And then in June, this is going to be our new to us designer. So this was my haul. So we'll talk about that in a minute too.
Yes. So.
Okay.
Okay, so that was haul. Okay.
And this time for our
Yes.
giveaway, we are going to do a $10 gift certificate from Fat Quarter Shop. And they also have the option of us just providing an email, and then the email will be sent from Fat Quarter Shop to the recipient of the gift certificate. So if you are interested in winning a $10 gift certificate from Fat Quarter Shop, make sure you leave us a comment.
Okay. And then we were going to do some Flosstube mentions, just some that we've been watching lately. So, so one of them I watched. Did you watch Lala D too?
I did.
And did she do some mirror?
She did.
Yeah,
She
she
showed
did
some mirabilia. She had some that she's working on, and she showed some charts that were in her stash.
In her stash.
And then she also did a second that was more like a quilting bee.
Right.
Not, and she did them separate. She did one with her cross-stitching update, and then she did another one that was all of her quilting, and she's a fabulous quilter. She had some beautiful beautiful quilts that she's working on, and she had some finishes, and she had some that she got the quilt tops finished. So it was really fun to see. She had some very pretty.
Oh, that's good.
Very pretty.
I haven't
quilts.
watched the quilting one, so. And then we both watched the cross stitch bunny. She's from the UK, and she also did a Mirabilia whip parade,
and had some really interesting and helpful ideas for storage.
Yeah.
Especially storing, like Marlene and I said, for Mirabilias, when you have, there's a lot of floss, there's a lot of beads, there's Kreinik, you have all these parts. And Chatelaine would be the same way. I could see. So she had some really neat storage solutions.
She used the little photo keep
but
boxes,
they're bigger than
they're
that.
Bigger.
Anyway, you need to check her out because she had really good storage ideas.
Yeah, it was a really good idea. And then I watched the Hoogie Stitcher. She's from Canada, and she also did a Mirabilia whip parade. So, and she had a lot of different designs. She did a lot of the mermaids and the fairies.
From Mirabilia?
Yeah, from Mirabilia.
Did she do Nora Corbett?
I believe she also had some. I believe she also had some Nora
I haven't
Corbett.
watched her yet. I want to go and watch her.
But she was really good.
Okay.
So I liked that too.
And then Colorado Cross Stitcher just came out with one. And of course, she was talking about her summer camp that she always does. And it's free. And it's virtual. You don't go anywhere. But she gives like little tasks or a challenge kind of for each month during the summer months. So make sure you check her latest Flosstube out. She had gorgeous finishes. She has some gorgeous stitching. So she had a lot to share. And she always has such good just suggestions.
And I liked, she showed some, she showed one that she had done, and then she brought home a whole bunch of other patterns from that same designer in that same style.
Series.
Yeah, in that series.
In that series.
Yeah, it was the Shannon Christine tier tray one.
No, Erin Elizabeth.
Erin Elizabeth
tier trays, and she showed a whole bunch of them. I have not stitched any of those, but
I looked at some when we were at camp, and I picked up one, and then I ended up deciding I wasn't going to get it at that
part of the reason we didn't get it was because when you look at it,
it looks like
it's deceiving. It looks like it's going to be very big. And Sherry, the Colorado cross stitcher, had actually stitched hers on 40 count, and they were just small little pillows. So it's cute. Like, oh, I would like to do that because they would be cute tucked in different places because there's like one for every season practically. So I would like to do that.
Yeah, I do too. I would like that too.
So those are just some Flosstube shout outs. I'm sure they're ones that you all have watched, but if you haven't, go check them out because they do a really, they have some different types of projects and just do really nice Flosstubes.
Yes, they're really good. So, okay, then, like Carlene said, you want to do that one first? Well, I'm going to do this one because this is...
That one's... Well,
that was going to come first, right? So let me do this.
So for Memorial Day, Marlene and I are each going to be, I have a new start. Marlene's going to be working on a whip for Memorial Day that's patriotic.
Yes.
So mine is going to be the 4th of July rules, Primrose Cottage. I've already got my DMC floss, and then I will be using this 32 count light taupe. That's the called for fabric. So that is my Memorial Day start. And my plan, as I said earlier, I plan to take each of the rules, starting here with Fly Old Glory, and I'm going to stitch it on the banner, but I'm also going to do it separate on a 40 count fabric so that I can make it into a little pillow.
Oh yeah, that's cute. That's a cute idea.
I think it's really cute.
And then I'm going to be working on my America the Beautiful.
Maybe you'll finish it.
Yes, I'm hoping. So I'm going to work on that.
Because you don't have that much left.
No, not very much.
But the flowers do take a long time.
Yeah. So I'm here. I'm working on the word America. And so I have this, basically this top part left right there. So we'll see. Anyway.
Then we also have another new start.
going to be our Nora Corbett.
We're going to start a new Nora Corbett.
And this is one of her,
They were called
Floss.
Pixie Blossoms.
Yes, Pixie Blossom is
Collection.
Collection. So I'm doing geranium.
I'm doing wisteria.
And
We're going to both be stitching on 32 count petals from Picture This
I think
Plus.
it's just petal.
Well, the sticker said petals,
Oh, okay.
but I thought it was just petal also. I want to press this really, really good before I start stitching on it. She'll go like.
There's a thread hanging.
So,
yes, and then this is the thread. Do you want to show the thread on it?
Yes, so this is
So
Marlene's for
this is how
geranium.
my thread will look on it.
Very
See,
pretty.
very good. Oh, you still can't see very good. Yeah.
We're going to be making floss drops this
Yes.
afternoon. And these, I have a ton of colors.
You have a lot of, oh, well, yeah, purple. Because
Yeah,
it's
for wisteria.
I think they're so pretty.
So,
Yes, that will be fun. I'm excited to
I
start
am
that.
excited to start
Because
that.
I've been loving doing my Frog Princess one.
I like Lady of the Mist, and even though I'm not even close to
I
being
know,
done with
me
her,
neither.
I'm going to get started another one.
Yes, me too. And then for June, for our gardens or farms, we're
So-
going to be working on quilted bees.
Since June will start before we see you
Right.
again in 2 weeks, we thought we'd show you just our
Monthly
things that are
things.
coming up. That
Right.
like our garden. We're
Our
both going to be.
sampler.
We're both going to be working on quilted bees.
I'm not going to show you mine because I just showed it to you.
It's been a little
So-
while since I showed mine, but this is what I'll be working on. I'm going to get it pressed really good before I start working on it again.
I should have you press mine real good.
Yeah, we should press all of our stuff.
Yes.
So
And
that,
then
Honeybee Garden.
And then for our Sunday sampler, we're going to work on our reproduction sampler. So I'm working on Ann Thomas.
And I'm doing Anton Uffendale. Both of these are Hands Across the Sea designs.
Yes.
And
this is
so
what
that will be our Sunday sampler.
This is what I have done on mine. I haven't shown it for a while, so I'll show you where I'm at. And I'm doing this on 40 count Dune with the called for DMC floss, 1 strand over 2 fabric threads. So that's what I have done.
And then my kit start for the group that I belong to is going to be a perforated paper little ornament. Actually, it can be like a plant poke or whatever. That's called, it's a potted whimsy, and it's called Sunshine Whimsy. So it's got everything, the floss, the perforated paper. So that's going to be my new kit start.
And then Carlene showed you her
New to me designer.
She's doing the honey fair, and I'm gonna do strawberry fair.
So I know that there are several out there, and some people have started and maybe not finished. So if you
Yes.
want to join along, Marlene and I are going to be stitching these during the month of June for our new to us designer, October
And
Fiber House.
I know Mary from Stitch In. She's one that wanted to stitch.
Yes,
this
because
with
she
us.
said she'd started
it.
Strawberry
Yeah,
Fair.
but it was when she
So-
was having so much trouble seeing, so she wanted to start it again. So, okay, then my
What
house
houses
is.
are you going to do
I'm
in
gonna
June?
do. Oh, I didn't take this one out, but I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to work on the ABC samplers from Little House, and I'm gonna work on the RST block. I'm excited because that one has a blue house.
Yes,
fun.
that looks really pretty. I'm excited
I'm
to
gonna
do
work
that
on
one
that
too.
one.
I'm going to work on welcome blocks. I have the blocks done except for this last one. So it has this nice big house, so that's why it's going in my 24 and 24. This is a
Those were
Faith
fun.
Works design.
I thought
So-
that one was very fun.
I will be working on that.
And then we're both going to work on a house from the
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home series from 2022.
Uh-huh.
just Cross Stitch Magazine, and this is another Faithworks design. I'm going to be working on the beach bungalow.
And I'm going to be doing New York brownstone. So those are our houses.
Yes, and then another.
Then we have, we're planning a couple of new starts.
Yes.
As we said, the Mirabilia June Fairy for our birthday
start.
That will be our birthday start in June. And then we're both going to start. Yeah, I don't think we need to take it
I
out.
think it'll be okay.
We're both going to start Day of Jubilee on Juneteenth.
So that would be June 19th.
So June 19th. So we're going to have a lot of new starts
I know we
again
are.
in the month of June.
But that's okay.
And you know what? Probably not finishes.
No.
Because this one may not be that bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks like a lot of stitching. But I don't know. Anyway, but I don't care. I want to start
Me
them.
too. Me
And
too.
then
It's so pretty.
we
I like
both have some garden and bee designs that we might just tuck
not
in
this
as like morning starts or so
I'm going to have, when I do my tutoring for the summer, I'm going to have a really light schedule.
So you'll have
yeah, because
cross-stitching
even though I
time.
have 6 kids, I think it's 6 or 7. I think it's 6. But several of them are going to be like on vacation for a week or two, so they're not going to be there. So, I mean, it's going to be kind of sporadic, but it's going to give me time to stitch in the summer. So that's good.
So we both
one of
have
them that I want to work on is
Honeybee.
the Honeybee Boulevard. This is the Honey Hotel, I believe. That's what they called it.
it's a Dapper Doodad
yes.
from last year.
So I'm going to work on that. We have
And
the dyed
I
fabric.
have this one that I want to do. We dyed the fabric ourselves with green apple rip dye.
Yes.
Dapper Doodad.
And what is yours?
Honey Bakery.
Oh, the Honey
The
Bakery.
Honey Bakery. She's really cute. So we
They
have
are
that
really
one ready
cute.
to go. I want to continue to work and hopefully finish Honeybee Garden during the month of June. And then I have 2 new starts. Sting Like a Bee.
I
You were
wanna
going
work
to do
on-
this one too,
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna, not the bee. I did the bee. I want to do the butterfly, the float
I did
part.
the butterfly. Do you
Yes.
want to show? It's
Oh, yeah.
right in back of you.
Oh, here, yeah.
Marlene forgot her chart.
Yes, I forgot my chart. This is the one I'm gonna do. Float.
I think those are so pretty.
They
So we
are.
have the floss and everything because
Yes.
the 2 charts use the same because they were companion pieces.
Yes.
Then do you have another one you want to work on?
Yeah, I want to work on the Blooming Tiny Town. I already have it started. I just haven't gotten to work on it. So I'm hoping I'll have a little time that I can work on it.
And I don't know that I'm going to have time, but I would like to do this. How does your garden grow? This is also stitching with the Housewives design. I have not started it. So this I would only get to do if I got everything else done.
Well, not counting your Mirabilia.
No, not my Mirabilia.
But some of your other smaller
Some
ones.
of my other smaller things.
Yes.
Okay. So that was,
We have lots of stitching plans.
yes, we do a lot of stitching
Yes,
plans for
have,
June.
Yes, we might have more than we can handle, but oh well. That's
I know,
good.
but that's fun. That's what we like. I love to
I like
stitch.
to be busy with stitching.
Yes, me too.
That's a good
Stitching
thing.
and quilting.
Yes. So
So we are, Marlene and I are going to, like I said, my husband's already home today. He got out early, so we have dinner plans. We're going to grill. We have a bottle of wine we're going to just enjoy and just relax and have a nice afternoon. We're going to make some floss drops. Marlene's going to help me a little bit with some color conversion on one of my projects. We're going to make a list for me for June for fully finishing. Marlene's going to help me assign one thing to every day in June up until the time we leave for the lake house. And that way, I'm hoping I can be, by the time we leave, I'll have my table cleared off and I'll have all the finishing done.
And caught up again.
And it'll be caught up again.
Yes.
So we're going to work on that this afternoon also.
That's going to be fun.
And I know. I'm excited to look to see. I thought I was caught up, but now I'm not. I'm way behind again. So, but that's okay.
Your pile is growing, right?
Yes, but that's okay. That means we're getting a lot of stitching done.
Yes,
So
we are.
We want to say again, thank you so much for spending time with us. Remember that if you would like to be entered in the drawing for a $10 gift certificate from Fat Quarter Shop, if you please will leave us a comment. The rules apply for that YouTube has. You have to be 18 years or older, and we would like for you to be a subscriber, and please like our video. We do have a Facebook group. It's called Sun City Stitchers, and we have Instagram accounts that are sad. Our Facebook group, there are 3 questions that you need to answer, and then either Marlene or I will approve you to be added to the group. We try to post in there at least a couple times a week, and then we have other people that are pretty active and show things that they're finishing or things they're stitching or free patterns they found, whatever that they share. So we'd love to have you join that group, and we hope that you have a great holiday weekend.
Yes.
If
Safe.
you are a veteran or if you have a family member who is serving or served in the military, please thank them on our behalf for
their
service. And for those of you who have people who have made the ultimate sacrifice, know that we are deeply grateful. We hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, that you get lots of stitching time. And remember that a day without laughter is like a day without sunshine.
So wherever you are, bring your own sunshine and keep on stitching.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.